Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a new trying new makeup, and I'm really excited to test out some of these products. So from Marc Jacobs, I have the new Steeletto eyeshadow palette, which I'm really excited to try out. I have some new products here from Wander Beauty, the Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation, also their makeup sponge, and a mascara from Wander Beauty. This is the Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara. From the MAC Boom Boom Bloom collection, I have one of the highlighters to test out. And then I did receive some of the new So Juicy lip glosses from Colourpop. So I grabbed a couple, maybe we can swatch some on the lips and see how they go. But those are the products I'm gonna be trying out today. And let's go ahead and jump into it. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the eyes and start with the Marc Jacobs Stiletto eyeshadow palette. This is one of the iconic palettes. This palette is $49.50. It's available now at Sephora. I will have it linked down below. I actually had a subscriber send this over to me. This is from Kayla, so a big thank you to Kayla for sending this over. I was so excited and surprised when I opened this, but really pumped because I would love to try this. I haven't tried Marc Jacobs eyeshadows before, so I'm pretty stoked to test this out. I actually had a couple new eyeshadow palettes, and I did a poll over on my Instagram stories. It was between one of the new MAC eyeshadow palettes from the Art Library collection, the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette, and then this one. And this one won out by a ton. The other two had like 30 and 40% yes, and this had like 75% yes. So a lot of you guys seem to be really excited for this palette, which I think is great. So this is what the palette looks like. So it does have the reflective packaging, which is fun on camera. And then when you open it up, this is what it looks like. It does have the mirror in here. And then you have these 7 different shades, and it's more of a cool tone palette, which I also got excited for because I think that that's really fun. Like I said, it is $49.50, and to read some information, it says an eyeshadow palette that features 7 shades with 4 finishes. It says empower your inner eye makeup artist with this Ultra Luxe eyeshadow palette, that is not me, featuring 4 fashion finishes including buttery matte velvet, shimmering satin, sparkling silk, and metallic lame. It is a limited edition palette in reflective chrome case that features the same super plush shadow formulation as the original iconic. Okay, it says covering lids in a lasting velvety rich pigment. When I swatched these, I just went ahead and swatched them. The mattes are definitely super, super creamy. I'm really impressed how everything swatched in this palette. I think that everything was going pretty smoothly there. These shimmers I think are really beautiful. Like I said, the mattes felt really, really nice. And I do really like this color scheme in here. I just think it's really beautiful. I had mentioned this palette in a Will I Buy It video and said I was curious to test it out. Wasn't sure, you know, a little bit higher price tag for a 7-pan palette, but that is Marc Jacobs. You know, usually the prices are a little bit higher, but something about this color scheme just really had my attention. So I'm super stoked to try this out. So I'm gonna go ahead, that's a little bit about the palette and the swatches. So I'm gonna zoom in and then we'll start in on an eye look. Alrighty, we are zoomed in. I got my eye primer on. So I'm first gonna pick up this first shade here from the palette and just grabbing, this is from Stilazzi, the Kabuki Dome Shader S400. And I'm just gonna go ahead and run that over my eyelid and up to my brow bone. I use the CoverGirl Lid Lockup eye primer, and it is a bit more tacky, and a lot of times when I use that primer I really like it, but I like to kind of set a shadow on top of it to help just have the blending be a little bit easier, because sometimes when I'm going in with mattes it can just kind of stick a little bit because of that primer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lay that down. In with the second shade, I just realized there are shade names on the back. This is the Concrete. I'm going to use my Bdellium Tools 785 tapered blending brush, and I'm just going to run this into my crease here, a little bit higher than the crease. Just going down the row, I'm coming in to Jungle, and I'm going to grab a smaller blending brush. This is the Sigma E25. I'm noticing that you get kind of a lot of kick up in the palette there, so you can see some of the kick up there, but at least with that first shade, the first and second shade, I don't get any fallout on my face, so that's good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take that shade and kind of concentrate it right out here on the outer part of my eye, and then kind of blend it in about halfway. I'm going to add just a little bit more product onto my brush and just kind of do the same thing to deposit the most amount of color here on the outer part of my eye. I really focus the brush here first before I start to blend it. think that looks really pretty. It seems to be blending out really well. So far, so good. Next up, I'm gonna grab some of this sparkling shade, which is this swatch right here. So I think that it's really beautiful, and it's almost kind of more of that, has like a duochrome effect to it. It kind of switches as I move my hand. So I think that that's really pretty. I'm gonna apply that on the inner part of my eye. I'm gonna use, this is the Sigma E58. I'm gonna use it dry first just to kind of see how it goes. I generally use a setting spray to get my brush damp with any like shimmers or anything like that, but we'll try it dry first just to kind of see how it goes. So I'm just gonna add some to my Sigma brush and then apply right onto the lid. Okay, so I think that's pretty with a dry brush, and I think that it shows up nicely, but for me, I would want a little bit more oomph to it personally, so I am gonna go ahead and spray my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus to get it damp. I just went ahead and got my brush wet, so I'm just gonna go and apply that again, and you can see that it just adds more of a pop to it, which is what I prefer. Ooh, that's a fun shade. Some really beautiful shimmer to it. I think that that looks really pretty. It has some blue in it, so I was a little bit worried that it might not match kind of like the purple vibes that I had going out, but it also does have purple in it. But again, when you kind of shift, it kind of changes colors a little bit. I think that that's really pretty though. Take my Sigma brush again and just dip into a little bit more of that jungle shade, the purple, and just kind of bring back a little bit of the outer corner here and just kind of blend those two shades together. Just a little bit of fallout from the shimmer shadow, but honestly not a lot. So that's pretty good. So again, I'm just gonna make sure that it looks nice and blended. I think that's pretty fun. It's kind of like a party look. I like it. Alrighty, this is where I'm gonna leave the eyes for now because I'm gonna work on my face. So let's go ahead and switch over and try out this foundation. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the face. For my primer, I'm gonna use the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Pore Minimizing Primer. This one is in my March Shopped My Stash, so if you haven't seen that video yet, I will link it down below. I also did my Chatty Get Ready With Me last Friday. Like I'm gonna do the first Friday of every month here on my channel using products that I chose out in my March Shopped My Stash, and I shared in there that we sold our home and we have an accepted offer on a new home. So lots of crazy things happening around here. I've been working on packing and organizing and getting, you know, toss piles together, donate piles together. Lots of ideas for after we move and just, you know, getting back and organized again of like new ideas and stuff, new videos for my channel, but it's kind of like chaos all around me right now. So once we get settled, I can start in on that, thankfully. Okay, so for foundation, I'm gonna try this from Wander Beauty. This was sent to me in PR. This is the Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation. So it looks like so. This is $40 and you do get 1 fluid ounce. They sent me the shade Light Medium, which I think hopefully will work pretty good for me. So on the box it says a weightless fluid foundation formulated for full coverage with a natural radiant finish, designed with a doe foot applicator to deliver seamless coverage wherever you wander. And I believe this is the foundation that Kathleen Lights has been really loving on lately, so I'm excited to try it. We have really similar like skin types, so a lot of times what she really likes I also really like, so I am excited. When I saw this show up, I was like, yes, I can't wait to try this. And also the natural radiant finish sounds like something I would really enjoy. So this is what the applicator looks like, so kind of that large doe foot like it said. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, oops, I didn't rub in my primer all the way on my nose, hello. So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw this onto my face. This isn't my favorite style of applicator. Kind of have to pull a little bit as well to get it out. It's not my favorite style for foundations, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply kind of all over the skin here. And then they also did send me their makeup sponge, which is $12. And it is called the Wander Cushion, I believe it was. So it looks like this, so it's a pretty color. It's got like their little symbol right there. So I did go ahead and get it damp, and I'm just gonna use that to blend out the foundation. I will say that the sponge felt really soft when I first pulled it out of the packaging, and then after I got it wet, it actually felt like it got harder, which is a little strange, but we'll go ahead and see how I like it. I'm always on the hunt for good makeup sponges, and you know, this one at $12 is a little bit more affordable than you know, the original Beauty Blender at $20, and Wonder Beauty can be found at Sephora also. I found the foundation on there, but I did not find the sponge, but I will link the sponge to the Wonder Beauty website if you are curious about it. So I will say I feel like it blended in really quickly, and I do think that that is a good shade match, so that's awesome. A lot of times when I use a foundation that's either that doe foot or like a stick foundation, I generally find that I go in, apply it all over the face, blend it out, and then go in with more. I actually don't think I need that as of right now, and I still feel like I'm getting a really good medium coverage. It did say that it was more full coverage, and that's why I think if I apply more, I think I would get to be the full, but actually I think this coverage looks really nice. I feel like I didn't have to use a ton of product in order to get that, which I think is good. And so far I think my face is looking, I think it's looking pretty nice right off the bat. It definitely, I feel like, has more of that natural finish, but I don't notice anything like funky going on right off the bat. I think that looks really good. You know, obviously this is first impression. I'll come back in a couple weeks and give my full thoughts on everything, but first impression, I think that this is looking pretty nice. Hey, that's pretty good. I have some more of my face finish off, my brows. I'll link everything else that I used on my face down in the description box if you are interested. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the eyes. So I did add some eyeliner. This is one of the Pure On Point liners in Not Sorry. It's kind of more of like taupey. So I added that into my waterline, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm first gonna grab this really dark shade. Sometimes on my lower lash line, I like to use a really dark shade first and then kind of blend it out with a lighter shade. So I'm gonna come into that very last shade, which is called Catwalks, and I'm using the pencil brush from Morphe, and I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that, tap it off, and then run that on the lower lash line, and I'm gonna try to get it pretty close to my lashes. And then next I'm going to blend it out with this shade right here, which is called Sidewalks. No, this is called Become. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the same brush and just kind of blend that out. And then to finish it off, I am gonna grab the shimmer shade in here. That one is Sidewalks, and using the Sigma Inner Corner, the E46. I'm gonna grab some of this and place that on the inner corner. Then I'm also going to highlight the brow bone with it, and I realized that after I use this shade, I will have used all 7 shades in the palette, so hey, that doesn't always happen. Okay, so that's going to finish off the eye look with the eyeshadow palette. So far so good. Like I said, I used all 7 shades in here, and I really like the way that the eye look came out, and I felt like I had a really easy time using everything. So far so good. Before I test the mascara, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Prep Set and Refresh. It is the setting spray that I have in my Shop My Stash currently. Okay, so the mascara from Wonder Beauty, this is the Unabashed Volume and Curl Mascara. This retails for $24. It says it's a 3-in-1 mascara that volumizes while instantly lengthening and lifting the lashes. Let's see, it's supposed to strengthen and moisturize lashes all in one swipe. Okay, so here is what the packaging looks like on the mascara, and then the wand looks like so. So you got that little, it's kind of an interesting kind of curve to it. Alrighty, so I have 1 coat on this eye. I can definitely see some curl to it and a little bit of volume, but not too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a second coat. Normally I would do a second coat anyway, sometimes even a 3rd coat, but I'm gonna go ahead and do a second coat with the mascara. This is with 2 coats of mascara on this eye. It does appear to be more of a drier formula, which usually is better for me. You don't get a lot of transfer moving around, but I don't really see a whole lot going on. A little bit of curl, a little bit of volume. I do wish that maybe it even made my lashes like a little bit blacker. I don't notice a whole ton. I think my bottom lashes look really pretty, but I do have longer bottom lashes. I'll have to see if throughout the day if I get any transfer on to my lids. I'm gonna try to do a pinned comment with some thoughts that I've had throughout the day, because I'm filming this on Tuesday and this video will go up Friday. So I'll be able to have some further thoughts in that pinned comment, so make sure you check down there. And then like I said, I'll come back to do the full review in a couple of weeks, but I'm just not noticing a whole lot with the mascara. I think it'll be a good like prep for false lashes, but if I wanted to wear this by itself, I don't think it's enough like oomph for me personally. Alrighty, so eyes are done. For the face, I'm gonna come in with this highlighter here. This is from the new MAC Boom Boom Bloom collection. It's one of their highlight powders. I got a couple items sent over to me in PR. This one is the Fleur Real highlighter. So I like the packaging on this collection for sure. I was really excited when I got some of these items to be able to test out, and this is what the highlight looks like. So they sent me this one and also the gold one, but I thought maybe the gold would be too dark for me. This one looks pretty dark too, but it also, I don't know, it kind of looks like it has like an ombre to it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch the highlight here. Maybe, because do you see like it's kind of like this ombre? Let me swatch maybe like this bottom part here, because that just kind of looked like weird. What? That's weird. Yeah, it says it's a highlight powder. That's kind of not a highlight. I don't, uh-oh. I think I'm gonna like run my finger all along this and just kind of see what's going on. What? This is bizarre. Okay, so that's the other swatch. There's no shimmer in this. There's no, these are matte. Huh, okay. All right. Okay, I just got this collection last night. I haven't seen any reviews on it yet because I just haven't been able to be on YouTube as much with all this moving stuff that we have going on. Normally, I'm really focused, but I'm also trying to finish off writing a book. I only have a few more chapters left to write and we're trying to move, so I'm a little bit behind on YouTube, so I haven't seen any reviews of this yet, but I'm very confused as to what's going on. And I don't even really want to put this on my face, but I guess that's what we're gonna do. I don't know. Okay, it's a little confusing. I'm gonna use the Stilazzi highlight brush, the S509, so I just kind of dipped it in there and it so looks matte. I do have the Buxom Seychelles blush on, which is their new blush that has a little bit of a sheen to it. So if you see this sheen, that's the blush. But so I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and place this like I normally would a highlight. That is so bizarre. I don't know if I've really ever seen anything like that. Okay, so I'm gonna tap a little bit more off. It is super, super powdery too. I feel like, I don't know. I don't think I like this. I don't think I understand this. So I think that Buxom blush is definitely helping bring a little bit of glow like already to my cheeks. Like you can already kind of see that from the blush. I think this is just kind of putting pink on top of it, like a pink powder on top of it. And I don't know if I love that. So this is bizarre. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to look this up like as soon as I get done with this video and see if anyone else has tried this out or what their thoughts are, because that is just crazy. Maybe I got like a weird one or something, I don't know. Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my best. This is definitely, I'm not seeing much of a highlight here. It is giving some pink though, like I'm seeing some pink with this look, so there's that, I guess. So strange. So that's where I'm gonna leave the highlight. I don't think it's great, and I'm a little confused by it. I don't see this as a highlighter. I'm so confused. So that's where we're gonna go ahead and leave that. Good thing I put the Buxom blush on, otherwise I'd have no glow right now. Can you imagine? Okay, so face is done. I'm gonna finish it off with some of these new Colourpop So Juicy lip glosses. So I grabbed out a few. They sent me a handful in PR as well. So I grabbed out a few and I thought I could just swatch them on my lips and we could see what some of the different shades look like. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do, and that's how we're gonna round out the video. Alrighty, so I grabbed out a clear, kind of like a lighter pinky, and then a deeper shade also. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with this clear one, which is called Princess Cut. These are $7 on the Colourpop website. What I thought was interesting about them, this has more of like a rubber applicator versus being more plastic, so I thought that was nice. These do remind me of the Victoria's Secret glasses, is what I was thinking of when I mentioned them in a Will I Buy It video, and I said I was thinking of something, but I didn't know what. It's the Victoria's Secret glasses I was thinking of. A lot of you guys knew that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the clear one on. These are $7 and they're supposed to be a plumping lip gloss. I don't normally go for clear glosses. Normally I'd put something under it, but I know plenty of people that enjoy clear glosses. This one is Princess Cut, so again, just very clear, no shade to it, etc. I feel like these are gonna be sticky AF, to be honest. I can already just like feel, I can just feel it sticking on my lips. I don't know if I'm gonna like these. They do smell good. They have that kind of like pepperminty smell, and they are supposed to be plumping. We'll see like how it goes, but I'm gonna be swatching a few, so my lips might just like plump up from that anyways, but I think that they're gonna be really, really sticky. I don't think I'm gonna like that. So next I'm gonna try out Roundabout, which looks like so. My code with Colourpop, I know some people were writing to me telling like my code wasn't working. They keep switching the codes around. They gave me another code. I verified myself that it works. It's 5 Samantha, but it used to be valid on orders of $10 or more, and you got $5 off. It's now $20 or more, and you get $5 off. So I wanted to make note of that. I'll go ahead and put it in my description box, but they did change that up on us. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this on here. Okay, so this is Roundabout, and I don't love this one either. I don't know if you can see, it's just kind of like goopy on my lips and like not very uniform, and just kind of like gathers in places and doesn't look very smooth. Like I would not wear that on its own. No. I'm trying to smooth it out, but it's not working. You see that? That's not cute. Not cute. Okay, I'm gonna try the last one. This is in Beechwood, so it's a little bit darker. Got nervous about this. Okay, we'll go ahead and see how Beechwood goes. So this one gives a little bit of color also, but actually not as dark as I was expecting it to be. I actually like this one. I like this one the most out of all of them that I've tried, and I like it more than that pink one. I just thought it was doing really unflattering things to my lips. This one looks more smooth. It does kind of do that thing right here though on my lips, but I don't think it's as like obvious as the pink one, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I also just feel like it's going to be super sticky. I can just tell on my lips that it's not the most comfortable gloss that I've worn. You'll have to let me know if you've tried out these Colourpop So Juicy glosses yet and what you think about them. Again, I haven't seen a ton of reviews yet on them either, but I don't think that these are going to be my favorite gloss. I'll kind of see how it goes. You know, I'll try it with like over lip liners and lipsticks and I'll see, but like even as I'm talking, like it's doing weird things on my lips. Like I don't feel like I've had any. What is this? No, that's not cute. I'm planning on filming another video after this, and I'm gonna take off this gloss because like when I talk, look at that. No, no. That's a miss. That's a miss. Wow, we are ending on a sour note. What a bummer. Okay. Well, this is the final look for today's Try New Makeup video. I felt like we're kind of all over the board in this one. For the Marc Jacobs eyeshadow palette, really happy with this one. Again, a big thank you to Kayla for sending this over. I really enjoyed the tones in this palette. Again, I used all 7 shades on my eyes today, and I think that they're all so pretty. I really want to do like an all matte taupey look with this one. I want to put this beautiful shimmer all over my lid. Like, I look at this palette and I actually feel inspired. I don't get that a ton. I don't have a lot of artistic creativity when it comes to makeup. I follow a lot of tutorials because I can't just see it in my mind. But this palette, I open it and I'm like excited to play with a bunch of shades. I think that this one is a hit so far, so that is awesome. The Wonder Beauty foundation, I'm also really excited about. So I've been sitting here for a couple hours filming and I think that my skin looks really nice. I can't get over what my lips are doing, OMG. I think that my skin looks really nice, that natural finish. I didn't find it clinging to my dry patches. I do have dry skin. I'm really impressed with this one so far. I can't wait to see how it wears throughout the day. And then the sponge, I don't think the sponge is going to be my new favorite. It's a little bit too firm for me, but it's decent, but probably not going to be a favorite, but really excited about this foundation. Wonder Beauty mascara, I think this is going to be a bit of a miss for me also. I just don't notice a ton with my lashes going on. I like that it has that curl in there, but I don't think this is going to be a new favorite either. And then the MAC highlight, I don't even know what is going on with this highlight. This is so super weird. Not into this at all. And then my lips are looking so crazy with this Colourpop lip gloss. Oh my gosh, they look just kind of ridiculous. So unfortunately we end it with some misses there. So let me know what you thought of all the products I was trying out. I would love to know your guys' first thoughts as well. Again, you can check my pinned comment for some more thoughts I had throughout the day, and then I'll come back in a couple weeks to do my follow-up. But as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in Sunday's video. Bye.